Good morning. I'm Father Michael Lombardo, and I'm the pastor of Our Lady of Consolation Church right here in Wayne, New Jersey. Today is the fourth Sunday of Lent, and our gospel continues our Lenten journey toward Easter. This particular gospel from John highlights the story of the man blind from birth. As Jesus passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. He spat on the ground, made clay with saliva, smearing the clay on his eyes. He said to the man, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam," which means sent. So he went and washed, came back, and he was able to see. The neighbors and those who had seen him earlier as a beggar said, "Is not this the one who used to sit and beg?" And some said, "It is," but others said, "No, he just looks like him." But the man said, "I am." They brought the one who had been blind to the Pharisees. Now Jesus had made clay and opened his eyes on a Sabbath. So then the Pharisees asked him how he was able to see. He said, "He put clay on my eyes, I washed. Now I can see." So some of the Pharisees said, "This man is not from God. He does not keep the Sabbath." But others said, "How can a sinful man do such signs?" There was division among them. So they said to the blind man again, "What do you have to say about him since he opened your eyes?" And the blind man said, "He is a prophet." They answered him and said, "You were born in sin. Are you trying to teach us?" Then they just threw him out. When Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, he found him and he said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" He answered and said, "Who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said to him, "You have seen him. He is the one speaking to you now." He said, "I do believe, Lord," and he worshiped him. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So, my friends, last week we had the Samaritan woman, and now we have the blind man. It's important because we are all children of God and we're all treated equally. And here we have these singular people in these singular meetings with Christ. He's not teaching a whole crowd on the side of a hill. This is one person only. And that's important for us because Jesus deals with us on a personal basis too. You don't have to join a crowd because you think that only when there are, 10 or 20 people will you be able to have that kind of an experience. The truth is, we can have that experience in the quiet solitude of our thoughts when we're alone. In this case, it's making the blind man be able to see again. For you and I, it might be something very different. Maybe he can calm our anger, make us more patient. He can show us a true path in the midst of a problem or a conundrum. He can let us know how much we are loved and how much we need to love one another. Healing takes many forms, not just from blindness, but all sorts of ways. And Jesus is there to show them to us. So this reminds us of the healing power of Jesus. We're a little luckier than the blind man. He came to the realization at the very end. Remember, he says, "You have seen him. He's the one speaking to you. He is the one who is with you." And he says, the blind man says, "I do believe." You and I know all about Christ. To the blind man, it was a once-in-a-lifetime revelation. We've known Christ since the first day our mom and dad talked to you and I about who Christ is. And then that was taken up by our religious ed teachers, by Catholic school, whatever the case may be. We started our journey long ago. For this man, this was instantaneous. He believed and he worshiped. He got his sight back. Think about how much God has done for you and I. Are we true worshipers or are we passive believers? Are we willing to engage Christ on a one-to-one, really in-depth kind of very intense relationship? Or is it once on Sunday and the occasional prayer when we get in trouble? Something to think about on our Lenten journey. If it is a passing kind of fancy with him and us, we need to make it something so very much stronger. And Lent is the time to do that. Take care, my friends. God bless you. Great being with you this morning. Easter's coming close. I'll see you next time.